After large language models and AI agents, now everybody is trying to chase the best possible models. Yes, we had LLMs which were great at conversations and doing a large variety of capabilities, still ongoing, multimodal and all that. Then there's our AI agents which are super cool and promising. I've done a bunch of videos about them, check them up. What people are interested these days is how can you have a specific model and a specialized model which can achieve a certain task. Whether it's using RAG architecture with an LLM, you are still trying to achieve similar goals with not that much of a complexity, or you're trying to fine tune something, right? OpenAI recently released fine tuning. Also did a video, check that. Now, you could also be looking at SLMs, which are small language models, tuning them completely or training from scratch to kind of get the personalization or the specific need you have. Within this space, there are players emerging which are helping achieve specific goals. One of the goals which people have been tracking is, can we build software engineers? You heard it right. We have seen Devin.ai before, and Devin.ai was an attempt to showcase that AI agents combined with large language models can replace software engineers. And yes, you heard it right. So what we have is a genie from Cosine Labs or cosine.sh, whatever is the right name. They have a model called Genie, and it's essentially an AI software engineering model, which is a very, very, very clear niche. This is not a coding model, but a software engineering model. Now, the guys at Cosine have given a lot of details about it. I'm not going to run their video live. However, if you see, this is HWE Bench, which is a comprehensive benchmark designed to evaluate coding capabilities of LLMs across various tasks. So we'll look at something like RAG plus ChatGPT 3.5, which is probably the lowest. And this is rated the highest. No surprises there because most model providers themselves say that, hey, we are the best. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, they are obviously powered by OpenAI experimental access program. Don't know what that means, why OpenAI is adding competition. Yes, they provide you data-driven autonomy. Interestingly, they have published a lot of logos, none of which are familiar. They are all generic logos. So very, very difficult to explain what sort of tooling and technologies they integrated. You can make some guesses like there are links, bugs, branches, commits, file structures, web calculations, etc. But again, very difficult. Sorry, I want to finish that. And yeah, that's from what they have now. SWE bun. Okay, let's look at capabilities. They can do GitHub issues like really neatly. So if you say create a new page under the website folder announcing a new model, you're gonna get it. Then the next thing that they say is it has powerful tools. Then it has precise file identification, and then it has detailed structured planning. This looks agentic, but who knows what they have under the hood. You can do in-place audits, which is very in-place edits, which is very useful. You don't need to unnecessarily do the entire rewrite of the module. And then you have some sort of an agentic validation where you're doing testing, validations, etc. All right. So that's what they have on the website. Not a lot of content. They have a technical paper which was released a few weeks back. And then the takeaways are very outright. It's the best SWE model, state of the art, blah blah numbers, and 50.67 on SWE Lite, some sort of a benchmark, right? And then they get into evaluation, which we have already looked. Architecture is, there isn't a lot of information about there, so we only had access to fine-tune relatively shorter context window. However, they do claim to working on substantial data sets, which is given in 100 million, which is great. And they were able to train a long context OpenAI model, which was the break we needed to get what Genie could do. So it seems they are powered by OpenAI under the hoods, fine-tuning anyone, if that's what I'm sensing. But here's the language mix or the data mix, whatever we want to call it. So JavaScript, Python is 21, TypeScript is 14. And within these three libraries, I don't know what TSX is. TSX programming. I don't know what this language is. Okay, that's TypeScript, my bad. Should have thought of that. So web seems to be the prominent player in here, and Python again. Those benchmarks needs to be looked if they are completely tuned to these programming languages or not. It seems like they are, otherwise they wouldn't have gotten these high numbers. 3% Java, C Sharp, everything is very raw basic. So not really interesting. I don't think you'll be able to do much with other languages. Again, to be evaluated, I have joined the waitlist. Example types, they have added a lot of different capabilities, like they have done feature development, bug fixing, refactoring, minor changes, test writing and writing documentation. So they have done a good percentage allocation, because this is what an engineer does. So would be very interesting to see what the model is. It was always designed to be agentic, although we first dreamt back in the idea in 2022. The term hadn't really cemented itself in the industry. Okay, they are claiming they thought of the term or dreamt of the idea back in the day. Again, agents are nothing new. I think it has been, orchestration frameworks have existed in the industry and in the technology world for quite some time. So don't think that's really crazy. And again, there's a little bit of future. If you would like access, you can click get started, but then you don't get anything. Yeah, I don't know what. So yeah, okay, you are given back the form, which is the same as joint waitlist. All right. Yeah, so quite interesting growth, quite interesting model, I would say. And this also aligns with a lot of people's thought that, coding as a core skill might reduce in the future, and a lot more people are getting bullish about it. It's a sad trend. I'm not saying that jobs will go away or anything, but yes, people definitely need to start thinking about their skills, right? So yeah, that was a little bit commentary on a new tool out there. Do check it out. If you have access to it, please put it in the comments. Until next video, bye bye.